Welcome back to the Three Artists, One Mic podcast. Except this week it's really weird because I don't have either Pat or Charlotte or any last minute guests. So it's just me. One artist, one mic, I guess, for this little episode. Pat couldn't come due to certain complications, but I guess it's just going to be like a weird update kind of podcast. I don't know how long it's going to go. I'm just going to freeball everything. But yeah, I'm in a fucking rut. But what else is new? I guess we can just go over what I did in the past week, cuz there's some interesting things. For example, I got to hang out with one of these girls that I've known since high school, and it was cool. It was chill. And on that day, I got to see Charlotte. She was at the other location for the store that she's working for. And, I got to see her for a few minutes. Met one of her coworkers who I'm going to try to network with, because apparently he does music too. So that's going to be something that's... Wow, I can't even fucking put my thoughts together. But, yeah, I talked to Charlotte for a bit. It was cool. The dude liked my shirt that I was wearing. I forget what it was at the time. But... it was just a fucking graphic shirt. And he was like, oh, man, it's cool. And I was like, cool. And it's funny because the next day I got to hang out with, I've mentioned her on the podcast a bunch. And I thank God that she doesn't listen to this shit. And never have I named her by name. That would be fucking dumb. But I got to hang out with the girl I like the day after. And I got to see Charlotte the same day, too. And it was funny because she was at the location that's in another part of town. And that was apparently the last day because that store was shutting down because the owner was like, hey, fuck it, I guess. So I got to hang out with Charlotte for, 30 minutes or something. So we got to catch up a bit because, it was not really that busy, too. And so, yeah, we caught up on some stuff. I got to read her webcomic, which is available on Webtoon. It's called Behind the Counter. Just search up her art Instagram name, Dorkadoodles, which is in the description and stuff. And she did say that she wanted me to wait till chapter 3 was out. But I was like, I'll respect your wish. She's like, no, you can read it. So then I did, and it was a quick little read. I liked it. Her art style is cute. It's like a slice of life kind of thing. So, yeah, if you're looking for new artists and people to follow, or even reading new comics in general, me, I just read manga and shit whenever I have time. The one that I'm mostly caught up on is My Hero Academia, and I'm trying to catch up again on Tokyo Ghoul Re, whatever the fuck it's called. Because, I remember getting up to, chapter 60. I don't remember what the fuck happened because I think when I first read it, it was super confusing because, every chapter introduced, 70 million characters. And they're like, hey, here's, all the ABC plot lines going on at once, aside from the main storyline. And then it's, I don't know, it got confusing. And I just never picked it back up. So I started around chapter 20 and I left it there. I haven't even opened the tab. It's just there on my browser just waiting for me to read it. And I'm just I'll get to you eventually. And then I wanted to read it again because I found out about the fucking adaptation, which apparently not that many people like. It was at most. Animation kind of stepped down a bit. But I don't know. It felt weird because it felt like they just skipped a bunch of shit from the manga because I was like, oh man, we're just introduced to everyone at once, literally. That and having such a big fucking cast and you just keep going on introducing more and more characters, it would be confusing. But I guess the anime was kind of a refresher for what happened. What I do remember from reading the manga was the Nutcracker stuff. That was it. And I remember a bunch of other shit happened. To avoid spoilers, I guess Nutcracker would count as whatever. But yeah, and then I just never picked it back up. And Attack on Titan was another one that I was super caught up on, but I haven't read it in months. JoJolion is one I'm also up to date with because it's monthly. I think My Hero Academia is bi-weekly, and I don't know whenever the hell fucking Attack on Titan comes out or Tokyo Ghoul Re comes out. I've been wanting to read a bunch of new mangas though. I have them like listed because like I'm weird. Like I literally have a text file on my laptop that's I organize everything by myself alphabetically, like any manga, show, movie, anime that I want to watch, because I'm just like, oh, I'll get to these eventually. But yeah, aside from like weeby shit, I've been working on a bunch of music stuff. I've been putting off editing a video because I actually wanted to upload a video this week, but I never got the chance to because I just been going out. Like literally, I think it was Monday. I was just like, oh man, I had to close that night, so I wasn't really doing much. So I started editing the video. I was like halfway done with it. Like I chopped it up, and I just needed to like make it funny and add music and all that stuff and slay all that. And then I get this message from a friend. It's like, hey, are you busy right now? And I'm just like, not really. And I thought she just wanted to like call or text, and no, she just went like, hey, so like meet me downtown. We're going out. And I was like, bitch, at least give me a choice. What the fuck? and she's like, yeah, no choice. We're going right now. I was like, dog, like you literally just like sprung this upon me. I'm literally just like in a shirt and boxers. But you know, I changed and met up with her, and we had some fun. It was cool. Then I went to work, and oh god, dude, work has been fucking annoying as shit. And like, what's it called? I wanted to get at least record an episode so I could like quickly edit it and then upload it, because I have a meeting to go to at work. Like I'm off today, but we have a meeting, and it's like, yay, thanks new boss man. But work has been super annoying, especially yesterday, since it was 4th of July. Like, it's the 5th as of this recording. Oh, now we're getting meta. But, like, the day, from what I heard from the dude that was working before me, like, I was originally supposed to do a 2 to 10, but then coworker hijinks happened, so then I had to come in at 5 to close, but whatever. So I go in, and, like, it was kind of dead for, like, the first 3 hours. And then, like, as soon as, like, it was on and off then until, like, 11 o'clock came. And I'm assuming it's because, like, all the fireworks and shit were done. Fucking everyone comes into the store. And it was so goddamn annoying. Like, we were just busy until closing time. And we did not get anything done. Like, me, I don't know if I mentioned it on the show before, I always love getting my shit done early. That way I don't have to worry about it later. And, like, let's say if I have to clean a whole area, I'll clean it. Not detail, but I'll clean it for the most part. And just in case if it gets dirty later, all you got to do is just wipe it down real quick. Either way, it'll be done. But I usually love getting my shit early so that way I don't have to be like, oh, man, did I do this, that, and the third? Like, some people don't like the way that I work, where it's like, I'll let the regular team members do their shit, like handle orders, make orders, and all that stuff. And me, I'm like washing dishes, getting prep ready, all that, or cleaning, or whatever. Like, whatever higher ups is like, hey, this needs to get done. Okay, whatever. And depending if it's like garbage or recycled day or whatever, like, I usually get that done by myself, because then I know it'll be done and I don't have to worry about it. But, yeah, like, when it was 11, it was just fucking packed, and like orders were just going on, and it was just there was just no end to it until fucking closing time. And jeez, like, even I don't know, it was just really tedious, because like, excuse me, like, we would have the sink filled up with dishes and shit, and usually, like, if there is a grace period, me and or someone else, depending on who's closing during the night, will like try to get as many dishes as we can. Like, especially me, I'm just like rushing through it, of course making sure that they're clean and all that, but I'm just like, okay, all of these dishes are done, that way we get the new wave and all that. Yesterday, that whole shit was a dub. It was just orders upon orders on orders, and I was like dropping like one of each like bag of like protein that we needed. I was just like, okay, I don't know if we're gonna need this, but just in case, like, I'm just gonna drop some extra food little by little. And surprisingly enough, like, we were running out of shit like within the last 20 minutes of like being open. So I was just like, okay, whatever we have is whatever we have. Like, we had no beans or whatever. We ran out of whatever fucking rice and like other shit. So I was like, hey, Pat, we have none of these things. I don't care if people are just like, oh, but how the fuck do you not have? Because like the other night that we closed, we ran out of beans and we literally had like 5 minutes to closing, and this group of like 10 to 12 like either Paki Indian or like these people just came in, and then they were getting mad at us because we ran out of shit. They were like, how can you, because you're a fast food restaurant and and it's like, yeah, but we're literally within the last fucking 5 minutes of like being open. Of course we would run out of shit, because what would be the point of dropping more shit when it's like 10 minutes to close, when it takes like 30 to 45 minutes for shit to get ready, and then we don't use it? That's just a waste of food and waste of product. Like, it makes no fucking sense. Like, if I had any extra shit prepared beforehand, yeah, you know, it would have been cool, because like they wanted beans, they wanted chicken or whatever. And the way that the system is, it's like, you know, if you want chicken, you get upcharged like an extra, 60 cents or something like that. And because we didn't have beans, the cashier that was with us at the time rung them up for, you know, chicken, because that was the only other option that they had. So we're making the fucking shit, and like they, like, as soon as we're halfway done with one of the orders, like they're just complaining, and they're like, hey, you said you don't have beans, so we had chicken, so why is it that because you don't have this, you're charging us extra for that? And I was literally gonna try to explain it, but every time I opened my mouth, the fucking dude would just interrupt me, and I'm just like, yo, I'm trying to fucking help you, and you're not letting me. And then, just so they could shut the fuck up, I like refunded them the fucking chicken, still gave them the fucking chicken, and like, but then they still complained, and they were just staring. Like, Pat and I have mentioned, and I think even Char too has mentioned, that we don't like when people fucking stare at us, because that's not gonna get your shit done faster. It's just annoying, and we're gonna talk shit about you like while we're making the fucking shit. Because like, stop. Like, it's fucking creepy, and even by principle, it's just annoying. Like, who wants to be stared at while like us on the line? Like me, I'm always cracking jokes and shit, or I'm just talking about like how my day went, or how other coworkers' day went and shit. Like, you know, we're just talking in general, and some people don't like that because, oh my god, you're getting a spit all over my food, and it's so disgusting. Like, I've literally had a woman complain, it's like, hey, you guys are talking too much, and you're getting your spit on my food. And I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck? We made 2 tacos, and that was it. Suck my dick. Oh no, I'm saying things that could maybe get me fired. Fire me so that I can get fucking unemployment, bitch. Help me pay for college. But fast food and shit aside, like, so yeah, I was working on that video, hung out with a friend. I was gonna try to finish editing that video Tuesday, but I just didn't have the motivation for it. I don't know. I'm going to try to edit it when I get back from that dumbass meeting at work, but we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm going to try to hopefully get it up by next week. Aside from that, I've been working on more songs. Like, the video that I wanted to finish editing is not Will He, I keep saying that. It's Yeah Right by Joji. And I also have I already filmed it. I just need to cut it up and edit it and all that. It's a Sayonara by Aries. It's like one of my preferred songs by him. And I actually try to like recreate it, and I'm actually surprised with the results that I got. I love Aries' other music, but I don't know if I'm capable of remaking it. So until I learn how to actually make like the weird kind of like dark sounds that he has, I'm gonna put that off. Aside from that, I just finished Chelsea Cutler's Water on the Bridge. Like that took me a little bit of a while, and then like, usually when I do like my previews on Instagram, like what I recently, an example is Positivo by J Balvin and Michael Brun. Like, I would get the original song that as I'm working on it, and like clone it, and like then adjust like the certain frequencies, like take out the lows and boost the highs, so then mostly you can hear the vocals of the song. I know there's like other ways that people do it, but that's just the way that I do it. Like any Instagram preview that you see on like my page is like that, if I cannot find the acapella. If I can, then I'm just gonna try my best to get that vocal edit done. But with the Chelsea Cutler song, I was trying to find the acapella, and like she's a recent artist, and like she's starting to blow up now. Of course, there wouldn't be an acapella out, but I came across this singer. Shit, fuck, I feel bad now that I'm forgetting her name. Hold on, because we just emailed each other like literally like the other day. Danny Cara. She has the an acapella version of this song up, and what I could have done was just ripped it from YouTube, SoundCloud, or whatever, but I felt like that was fucking douchey. So I messaged her on SoundCloud, and I was like, yo, I'm working on a remake, so like, would it be cool if I could like use your acapella with my instrumental remake for like promotional use? Because usually I don't put the acapella versions of my song in the videos because like I think that's more than likely gonna get it taken down. Like I'm legit surprised that most of my videos are still up regarding like the remakes that I made, especially like for example Pray For Me. Like there was one day, one of the episodes where I showed Pat and Shar the original song. I accidentally kept their reactions in the podcast because I meant to edit it out because I'm like, this is blatantly the song playing, and I know fucking UMG or whoever is just gonna fucking take the podcast down. And because I forgot about that, I was literally in the middle of class, and like the episode went up, and I'm just like writing notes for whatever class I was taking, and like, actually no, it was what, 420. You guys aren't gonna understand unless you go to the school that I go to. But yeah, I'm in fucking IT 420, and like listening to fucking YouTube or working on music and trying to write notes and trying to understand whatever the fuck was going on in class. And I just get an email saying that the podcast was taken down like within like I think 5 to 15 minutes of the episode being up. And I was like, oh fuck, what the shit happened? And then it's because I left that Pat and Char's reactions in there. And like when I listened to it, I was like, ah, fuck. So then I went back into the project where I edited the episode, you know, in Audacity, cut that out, quickly exported it, and then re-uploaded the fucking video. And like I was like, okay, the podcast is up, still around noon, but didn't miss an episode. Like the only time we technically missed an episode was fucking during Anime Next, because I was a dumb boy and didn't schedule it. Like everything was done, I just didn't schedule it. But that's also why like I wanted to at least get like this out, because like it could be like what, 20-30 minutes that I'm just blabbering on about. Like I'm literally looking at the timer, I'm about to hit 18 minutes, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, how the fuck am I talking for this long already? Even though I can just go on for hours about fucking nothing. But that's why I'm surprised like the Pray For Me video was still up, because like I don't want to like sound like so, I don't know, pretentious is the right word? I don't know. Well, I don't want to sound so like, oh man, my instrumental is kind of like super close to the original, but it's still up, man. That means I'm such a great producer that I can sound like it, but not have it taken down. And then the episode gets fucking taken down. Or like even when I sampled Hoseki no Kyuni or Land of the Lustrous, like even though yeah, I pitch shifted it down, like sometimes like copyright the bots will still fucking figure that shit out. It's like, hey, you sampled this, bad, takedown. And like I don't know if I've gotten like a channel strike, but I know I got a copyright strike. And I was like legit scared because like with like all the fucking YouTube shit going on, I'm just like, fuck, man. Like I don't want to sound like I'm doing it for the money. Like I just love making content because I do. And like it's a fun pastime. Like it's only annoying because I have an old ass laptop. Like those that know computers, I'm running on a fucking i3 processor. Yes, I know. Shame me. And like I was even talking to my sister, who's like, is not super computer like savvy, but because she's an animator, she needs to know like what kind of specs she needs. Like me, I just wanted a fucking laptop that runs. And when I got this laptop like so many years back, I'm just like, whoa, this laptop's fucking amazing. But now when I'm trying to like do more like heavy like more programs that require more processing and stuff, I think that's why Contact also fucks up in like FL Studio. Like, my graphics card is not that great. My fucking processor's outdated as shit. So, like, whenever I try to edit videos, like, I can get it done. It'll just take long because either the program will fucking, like, lag because, like, the playback, or, like, I added an effect in a clip. Like, all the stuff that I did for Positivo, I was, like, surprised I got away with. Like, it would still lag the fuck out of my laptop, but I still wanted to get it done. I was like, yeah, I want my videos to have all these dumb edits because I like that style of editing. Like, I'm gonna blame Cat Icarus and, like, even who is it? James from Philip DeFranco's editing the PDS, and, like, Keith editing the vlogs and stuff. Like, I love when, like, people put in the effort to, like, put graphics or, like, wacky zoom ins or, like, effects and all this stuff. Like, I've always liked that ever since, like, I started following all these, like, game reviewers, because they're the most, like, they're mainly the type of people to do that stuff in their video, or anyone that does reviews and wants to add, like, a comedic side to their videos. Like, because anyone could just fucking, like, do, I don't know, that's kind of weird, because, like, I always feel weird when people do reviews and it's like, who are you? Like, are you a writer? Are you someone in the industry? Or it could be just some random person in their fucking basement, like I am right now, and just going off on the fucking thing, either because they're passionate or they just want to. But it's always weird when, like, people do, like, for me, when people do reviews, it's like, what are your credentials? That's why I feel like when people review music, I feel like they should at least, like, have some kind of, like, ability within music, whether it's singing, dancing, playing piano, guitar, producing, whatever the case may be, so that they also have, like, they know what they're talking about. Like, there's a couple of videos that I found that are based on, like, singers. Like, okay, so for example, is having like, sloppy technique when doing runs, does that show how your vocal ability is or whatever, or how wide your vocal range is? And, like, there's these people who's like, okay, for example, Demi Lovato was, like, is always included in these types of videos. They're like, look, she has perfect support here, or, like, her vibrato is off in this performance, and da-da-da-da-da. But, like, to the average person, it's like they don't know what the fuck is going on. And me, even someone that's trying to understand music and trying to work on, like, their own vocals, I look for those videos because I want to understand it myself. But I don't know if this person is, like, a vocal coach themselves, or if they're a professional singer, which is why they know, like, what sounds sloppy or what sounds like is full support or what is, like, strain. Like, for example, Shawn Mendes strains the fuck. Like, once I learned what strain was, which is something that I usually do when I would sing, because I would try to always match the vocalist, and I wouldn't really use my own voice. Like, once I found out what strain is, I'm like, holy shit, I'm noticing it within more people that I listen to sing. Like, either they'll use, like, a bit of support, or they'll just strain the fuck out of their vocals. And I'm just like, yo, like, yeah, you sound good or you sound cool, but, like, in the long run, you're gonna end up fucking your shit. That's why, like, a lot of people talk shit about fucking Mariah Carey now, because, like, especially with the New Year's performance that she did, and people were just like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? And it's like, yeah, well, remember when she did Emotions? She did a lot of that for years. And I don't know, because I don't fucking know her as a person, I don't know if she, you know, really took care of her vocals or whatever. I'm assuming because you're a professional singer, you would have to. But, like, I don't know, maybe it's just other things can cause vocal damage, like if you're just fucking talking for hours on end. That's also why I'm, like, pausing and just drinking water and shit, because I'm literally just going on. Hey, you see, like, just like that. And when talking about, like, the technicalities of music, like, I don't know every single, like, technical word or jargon or whatever when it comes to making music. Like, I follow a bunch of people who do production-based videos, and they'll be like, hey, boost the lows, or take out the highs, and da-da-da-da. And, like, even when they're using FL Studio, when I was first starting to get into it, I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And then I'm like, wait, frequencies, sounds, lows, highs frequencies. And now, because my mind works in tangents, I'm just remembering one of my professors who, the way that he explained the differences between low and high frequencies is like, he's like, so frequencies are vibrations of sound, just like how every other sound is a vibration. Excuse me. But the difference between low and high frequency is, and then he would just change it with like, this is high frequency, this would be low frequency, high frequency, low frequency, high frequency, low frequency, and he would just go on. Or there was like, I think I still have the recording. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere on my phone, because like I haven't deleted my lectures from like a fucking year ago or so. But he was going on about how I think in America there's a certain part where the soil is so black, and I mean black. And he would just go, like I was in the back of the class just staring. I'm like, yo, you need to like not, not like as in like a racial thing, but like people can misinterpret it as such. And it just made me fucking laugh because he was just going on, it's so black. And I'm just like, okay, you get it. Rich soil. Plants grow better there. It's cool. If you go to my school, I think it was what I don't fucking remember. It was Earth and Space or Earth and Science, whatever the fuck the class number is. Because the way that my school works, everyone references the class by like the main subject followed by the number or the section or whatever. But yeah, aside from that, I've been in an emotional rut because I think I'm falling out of love. I don't know, I'm a fucking weirdo. And I get attached to people almost too easily, which is sad on my part. But, yeah, I'm just going through the motions. I am writing a song kind of based on this thing. All I know is that, like, I'm still trying to produce it because I want to find the right sound. But that's something else that's in the works. Aside from that, I think that's practically it. Because, like, all I did was, like, just work on music. Oh, I also did Te Bote. Even though I fucking hate that song, I like the catchiness of the beat and some of the flows that are in that song. But I was just like, this song is terrible lyric-wise. Especially the fucking remix that, like, no one cares about the original. Even though the original guys are still on the remix. But, like, no one gives a fuck. Like, the only reason why that song blew up was because Osuna's super fucking popular. Nicki Jam is super fucking popular. Bad Bunny is still super fucking popular. And am I forgetting anyone? I think the originals, and I don't remember their names. But yeah, like, they helped the song blow up. And the fucking song is 7 minutes long. Like, and it's the remix that plays on the radio. So I don't know if, like, the whole 7-minute remix plays. Or is it just cut up to, like, Bad Bunny, Nicki Jam, and maybe one of the originals? Because even Osuna has a rap verse, aside from singing the chorus, like, once, and then, like, for some reason, every other dude on the song sings the chorus in, like, their own way. And, like, the reason why I don't like the song is because, like, it's one of the most misogynistic things. And you can take that as you will. Because, like, the song is literally, like, everyone in the song is like, yeah, I'm sad. Because, like, you left me. Or, like, you cheated on me. Or, like, you know, we didn't work out. But, like, so I literally threw you out of my life. Or your best friend is sexy and I wanted to fuck. So I did. Or I have a new girlfriend. Or I have hoes. And they puss is lit. Shit like that. And it just went on. And I'm like, I was legitimately surprised that Nicki Jam was on there. Because most of the songs that are, at least the popular ones that play on the radio, are like ones about like love or like heartbreak. And like, yeah, this technically is also a heartbreak track. But then like he's going on about like, oh man, I got hoes and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, this has been done. But then again, like, the way music works is like everyone literally says the same shit. We just say it differently and the sound of the production is different. But that's a fucking mini rant that went on. But I need to get ready for this dumbass meeting. But yeah. So all in all, everyone's good regarding Pat and Shar. They just have stuff to do. Like I asked Shar if she wanted to try doing the episode this week, but she wants to work on her comic, which I understand. So that's why I was just like, no, just work on your comic. And then when Pat said that he couldn't come, I was like, well, either I don't record an episode, or I go into my basement and go on for about maybe half an hour or so. So that's what I did. And look, boom, we're at 30 minutes. So I hope you guys enjoy the episode. I know it's weird that it's mostly been just Patrick and I, and we're still going with the 3 artists, 1 mic. We're trying to get Charlotte, but she also has shit that she wants to do, and I don't want to force anything on her. So if she says that she has plans with friends, or let's say she's going out of town, or fucking she wants to work on her comic or whatever, or she just wants to sit home and draw, then yeah, no pressure. Let her come back whenever. Or maybe I can figure out how to record fucking Discord and or like cell phones to come out like in good quality. That way I won't have it when like I had Jira on the podcast. Miss Maho Shoujo, or Miss Sho, I forgot she rebranded. Jira, don't hate me. Wait, hold on. I'm searching you up so that I could like Maho Jirachi. There she goes. Yeah, instead of Miss Maho Shoujo, she's Maho Jirachi right now. So Magical Jirachi. Follow her because I think she's been streaming more often in the summer. I still have to start watching her streams. I'm just like always trying to work on shit, or I'm just fucking sad and want to spend my time watching YouTube videos and shit. Fuck off, I'm sad, okay? But yeah. So that's it for me. You can find Patrick on Facebook and Instagram at Diamond Quality Cosplay. You can find Charlotte on Instagram on Charlotte Doodles and Dorka Doodles. Also go to check out her comic on Webtoon, because, you know, aside from me like trying to promote like my videos and stuff, or like Patrick's cosplay and stuff, we also got to like just support local artists in general. So like Charlotte's also a big part of the fucking show. So it would mean a lot if you read her comic and also like give her some feedback, because when it comes to feedback, as long as you're not like, this is shit, like, you could say, hey, this could use some work because whatever. And like, what's it called? Because I've even had feedback on like one of my old fucking cringe raps, like that crystallized fuck video that Pat and I talked about last week. There was like a couple people that were like, very good, keep it up, or I hated this video because it's fucking shit, or your rap lyrics are shit. And I'm just like, okay, but like, why? What made it bad? Like, looking back at that video, yeah, because it was fucking too wordy and I didn't know how flows worked or how to structure raps. Now I kind of know how to do it, but I'm still fucking winging it. Like, I don't write as many raps as I do. Like, I'll randomly write poetry if I'm, like, motivated enough to do so, or if I like what randomly came up in my head. But, like, whenever I show people my stuff, like, before I actually put it out into the public and stuff, I usually show a bunch of people and they'll be like, okay, I like this, or, oh, I really like that. And I'm like, okay, but what about any criticisms? They're like, okay, maybe, and then they'll go into whatever. So if you do read Charlotte's comment, look at Patrick's quality cosplay, or even my videos, whether it's the podcast or even my beat breakdown videos that I've been doing. Like, even though like I always joke around that no one listens to the show, that's also because like I don't fucking promote it as much as I used to. But just genuinely leave some feedback, whether it's good or bad, like, because I always want to make stuff better, and the only way to do that is to get actual fucking feedback. So, I would say just share this, not just like this episode, but any of your favorite episodes from the 3 Artists 1 Mic podcast, or even like one of my videos, or Patrick's cosplays, or Charlotte's drawings, or comics, or whatever. Like, share stuff that you enjoy. Maybe your friends will like it, or maybe they have a friend that they know, or their cousin or something will like it. Who fucking knows? But I would say just in general, just support your local artists, because like, you never know who could be watching or reading, or who could even become a fan at any point. And it's always cool when like you see support, and genuine support at that, because usually when I do like my previews for like the videos that I'm working on, like I know that there are a lot of people on Instagram at least that will comment on any post hoping that they'll get you to follow them or like a bunch of their posts, and they're so fucking disingenuous. Like I was literally talking to Patrick about this last night at 5 in the morning since the 4th of July shit made us leave late. How I could literally bring it up because someone randomly commented on one of my posts. It was the God's Plan remake that I did, and this person who commented on it said, "Really feeling this, keep it up," and a bunch of flame emojis. Like that kind of sounds at least like some genuine support. But then when I first uploaded this, apparently 9 weeks ago, the first post was, "This particular video is stylish," and I'm just like, how? It's a fucking still from the music video with Drake with a megaphone in his hand. It's my remake of it for a minute. The fuck? Another one is dope with a fist raised up. See, that's kind of also genuine support. But then there's this one. I can't decide that I like this photo because of composition or place, but it is really good. Peace sign, heart eyes emojis. And I'm just like, it's still from the music video. Like, what are you talking about? Like, a lot of the times I get that, like, that type of shit. Or Pat and I have talked about it before, where there's like people with like 10,000 plus followers that'll randomly follow you, or that will randomly follow a profile for like like 3 hours to see if like you'll follow them back. And like for me, it's super annoying because like these same profiles with like 20,000 followers will randomly follow me like at least 2 or 3 times a week. And I'm just like, yo, I'm not going to support you because I don't know who you are and I don't care for your fucking content. As mean as that sounds, like, I follow who I want to follow on fucking Instagram. You constantly following and refollowing just for the sake of me to follow you back, it's not going to fucking help you. Maybe it does for other people, but I feel like that's a really shitty way of getting followers and shit. Because then who's an actual genuine follower? But I've gone on for too long, and I gotta edit this and go to fuck. I have 40 minutes to get to work. But yeah, you can get at me at almost anywhere on social media at either Pink Armits, if not Pink Armits Music. I'll try to fix everything so it's all in one place. But that aside, I have been your host, Walter, Pink Armits, whatever you want to fucking call me, Poishin, whatever. This has been the 3 Artists One Mic podcast, and I'll see you guys hopefully with either Pat and or Shar. Who knows? Life is a fucking highway, and I don't know why I referenced that song, and I'm gonna go away now. Okay, bye. See y'all.